Mafia Magazine Radio.
What's going down, Mafia Magazine? It's 106 and Park champion, Big JIGG.
Right, what's up, Jig? What's going on, baby? How you doing today?
Hey, man, working hard, man.
Hold on for a second, man. Let me set you up real quick, all right?
Yes, sir.
For all my listeners, we got the opportunity to sit down, man, with a very talented and versatile artist, man, that makes music for all age groups. This cat goes by the name of Big JIGG. And we're going to sit down with JIGG for a little while, man. He's going to let us know, man, how he getting down on his side of town. So, JIGG, baby, how the industry treating you these days, yo?
Hey, man, everything is everything, man. It's a blessing, man. God is good, man. So, we just working hard. Me, Go-To Man Music Group, along with G-Fry Records, man. We just doing what we do, man, trying to make it happen.
No doubt, baby. So give us a little insight, man, on exactly, man, where you originally from and how long you been doing your thing, you know?
Well, I'm originally from Chicago, shout out to the whole state of Illinois as a whole. I actually been in the business for like 12 years. I am one of the former BET 106 and Park Freestyle Friday champions as well, back in 05, stuff like that. Got records out with the Baby Bash, Rick Ross, T.I., T-Pain, you name it, I done it, man. I done been on like 23 magazines worldwide, covers worldwide. I currently got a video on MTV Jams right now called Street Grind. It's doing real good right now, and it's on radio as well. I've had, it's like maybe my third or fourth time having a video on MTV Jams, so salute to MTV Jams for that. Just as a whole, man, we just, like I said, man, we working hard, man. Along with G-Fry Records, man, we just making it happen. And I'm more about trying to bridge the gap for a lot of these up and coming artists, man, who really never, they either don't have the connects or have the know-how to get to the next level. So, I'm trying to see if I can bridge the gap to help some of these cats. Because there's a lot of overlooked talent out here that just don't get a good look because they might be in the area that don't get looks. They might be in the area where, a lot of stars and stuff like that don't come through, so they don't have opportunities or either they don't have the connection. So, I'm just trying to, keep building my brand, Big JIGG, as a whole, along with G-Fry Records. And also, man, just try to bridge the gap for the artists, man. At the end of the day, I just want to be looked up on as a music mogul that actually help artists.
Right. Yeah, no doubt. So JIGG, man, tell me a little something, man. Like, everybody begins somewhere. You know what I'm saying? So, when you first started doing this, man, like, who was your inspiration? Whether it was somebody or something, you know what I'm saying? I mean, what inspired you to make you want to do music the way that you do music, and not only do the music, but also do the music well?
Well, I definitely get inspiration from my mom. You know what I mean?
Okay.
She been supportive, so salute to my mom. And also just being a baby of hip hop. Period. Growing up, I grew up a hip hop baby. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I grew up, up under the '80s. Mid '80s music. Under the LLs and the Rakims and the KRS Ones. And as a kid, man, I never thought I was gonna be a rapper, but I used to always, catch myself when I'm playing ball, rapping their music, and I said, so I it kind of grew on me. While I learned to love it. I just learned to love music as a whole.
No doubt. So how did the freestyle champion thing come about, man? Like, you know what I'm saying? At some point, just give us a little insight, man, on how that all came about, man, and how you was able to kind of rip it down every time you put the mic in your hand,
Well, actually, man, I never considered myself to be a battle rapper at all. You know what I mean? It was just an opportunity. I had moved to Brooklyn for like 6 months, man. Shout out to Brownsville, New York.
No doubt, baby.
I had got a chance to live out there for like 6 months. Yeah. I had a manager that was trying to manage me at the time, and he was cool with a couple of the cats that was execs at BET. So, they was like, came to me and said, hey, are you interested in, being getting a shot at freestyle battle? I said, well, I ain't no battler. I'm more of a writer. Right. But I said, hey, it's an opportunity, so I tried. So, I actually went and auditioned for Terrence Clayton at BET, when I did, the cat was like, yo, man, we want to try to get him on next week. He's nice. Yeah. So, so when I went on, the first week I won, You know, the second week I won. The third week, you know, by the third week, man, I was kind of feeling myself because I was like going back home visiting in between the shows.
Yeah.
And they was treating me like American Idol. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, man, you know what I mean? I'm putting on for my state now. So you know, I just kind of like got a little confident, extra confident, and you know, I feel like I had overcame the fear.
Right.
You know, because of being in front of 30 million viewers at home. I kind of overcame the fear of being like, man, I ain't no battle rapper, but I think I can do this. I mean, everybody feeling me, so it just went from there.
And then you know, battle rapping actually, you know, being in the East and battle rapping, I'm quite sure you know, and you might can explain it to everybody. After you do each one, man, you got to kind of step your game up each time. You know what I'm saying? You come into
each time. Because one thing about battle rapping. People that's real fans of hip hop, they listen to the lyrics, so they automatically know if you recycling something that you might have battled with somebody before.
Absolutely.
So the objective is to never recycle something. Always come up with something fresh.
Right.
So that takes skill to have to do that. You know what I mean? That's something you can't be taught. You can't get taught how to do. That's just a God-given talent.
That's a God-given talent, man. And I'm quite sure, you know what I'm saying, being born and raised in Chi-Town and then being you know, kind of shipped off to Brooklyn, baby, that had a whole lot to do. You know what I'm saying?
It had a whole lot to do with it. You know, being around, you know, me myself. Being around the world, because I've been around the world from overseas and everywhere, and I've lived in about 10 different states. So that kind of helped with my career as far as networking, and it helped me broaden my horizons as far as seeing how other people get down musically and actually drawing something from every state and every city that I went in to actually put it in my material to make me, you know, where I'm able to be diverse to every culture and every state and every city, because I draw, you know, something in from everywhere I went. You know what I mean?
No question. So what was your first project? What was the first project that you got down, whether it was whoever it was with, or the first project that you kind of did, and let us know how that was received when you actually put your first project in?
Well, the very first song that I actually did was like in the beginning of 2000. I did a song. You know, and really I was just playing around because my buddies was real rappers for real.
Right. And
they used to, every time I go to their studio, they used to be like, "Oh, Jig, man, come on, man, why don't you jump in?" So I jumped in and messed around and did something, and then they leaked it in the street, and people were like, "Yo, man, whoever that cat is right there, he's nice." So after I seen people responding, so I said, "Well, you know what? I'm gonna try to make my own record."
Yeah.
So my first record I ever made was called "Let Me In," with a female R&B artist on there named Janet.
Right.
And I had a cousin that was on radio in Indiana. And he spent it on their little local night that they spent local music, and the people was digging it. So when I seen the response I was getting in the streets, I just said, you know, well, maybe I should just go hard body with it. So I just took off and went hard body with it from there.
Yeah, and here we are now. You know what I mean? And So I know you got a love too, man. This is something that I actually kind of been paying attention, you know, listening to a little bit of your music, whatever. And you know, I also understand that you like to do R&B collabs also. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if that's something that you know what I'm saying, you kind of gravitate to because you write your own music. But give us a little insight, man, on why you kind of enjoy collabing, man, along with the R&B artists, man, also putting your hip hop down and putting your taste to whatever the music you putting down.
I think because I love collabing with great R&B artists because it gives people the best of both worlds. You know what I mean? So you know, for all the cats that love R&B and all the cats that love hip hop, why not put them together? Right. And when you put them together, then you got both of the same thing you love. It's almost like having Neapolitan ice cream. You ain't just got the chocolate. You ain't just got the vanilla. You got the strawberry too. You know what I mean? So. You know, I like putting it together, you know, like that, and I think that not only that, it makes the records more of a give you a better of a vibe where the records can be, you know, versatile through all genres and all races and everything, all cultures and everything, because you're just not on that one topic. You got some people that just only make gangster music.
Right.
You got some people that just only make, you know, just certain things that they only make. You know what I'm saying? So I think when you do R&B collabos with artists of hip hop, you give people, you know, more than just that one thing. They ain't just listening to you. They listening to the melodies. They listening to the with the chorus or what you talking about. You know, it ain't just, you know, all of that old, all that rough, you know, the whole song just rough. Like, you know, some people don't want to hear all that rough. Some people want to hear some rough, some sexy, some cool. You know what I mean?
No doubt. You know what I'm saying? All right. So also, man, here's something, because you kind of spoke on something, man. I'm gonna kind of let you expand on it a little bit, man, because you actually kind of do what we do also over here at Mafia Magazine. Talk about, man, a little bit about the business aspect of the game, and because you're in a position where you can give back to some of the cats that's up and coming, you know what I'm saying? Give them a little insight, explain a little bit, man, on how they gotta have their business game together, man, in order for them to go forward in the game that they're trying to do as far as rapping or even kind of being an entertainer in general.
Well, one thing about it, man, people gotta understand, music is not just about jumping in the studio making a record.